Hi poopsies, it's me, Tony Bomboni. Welcome back to another video. So before this begins, if you could just tap the red subscribe button down below, hit all notifications. And I do have a website, as you know, tonybomboni.com, where you can book your own personal sessions, private readings from me. Tarot reading is my most popular picked booking service that people enjoy. And so if you have any problems in your life, personal issues, questions, you need life advice, I'm here for you every single day on tonybomboni.com. And thank you to everyone checking out the ASMR albums. Like I said lately, they've been blowing the heck up. I don't even know how that's possible, but thank you. Just really thank you so much. We actually just passed, as of New Year's, just in time for New Year, 50,000 monthly listeners. Holy heck. Wow. Okay. Thank you. God bless you all. And the next goal, because it's important to set goals, and that's the point of this video, is 100,000 monthly listeners. I'm going big or going home, guys. Okay. I'm not setting 75,000 as the next goal. We're going to straight to 100,000 monthly listeners. Okay. I'm serious about that goal. Can we get there? All right. So right now, I think we're sitting around just over 52,000. It ebbs and flows, so it goes up and down, but it's been going up. So, don't freak out if you see it going down for a little bit, okay? So thank you again. I really appreciate you guys listening to those tracks on there. And let's continue with this video. So today I'm going to be talking about how to manifest faster, how to get your goals faster, how to really make it work efficiently, not just quickly, but actually make it work. All right. And so I just would like to say that you can use this video to your advantage. All right. Use it. This is from experience personally. I find that honestly, this works even better than a vision board, although a vision board is more for people who are struggling with visualization, and who are more visual people. So, I know that kind of sounds funny, because if you're a visual person, you'd think you would not struggle with visualization, but that's actually not true. It's more actually visual people, visual learners need something visual in front of them to see, because they can't see it within themselves, if that makes sense. So vision boards are more for visual people, but other than that, I find that just pictures on a board are pretty, useless because you're just looking at pictures on a board, okay? It does not necessarily help you any more than you writing your goals. And that's what I'm going to show you first, is writing, how important writing actually is to reaching your goals. And that's also another way to see it in front of your eyes without you just staring at a picture on the wall that most people just end up hiding because they don't want others to know their goals, or just putting away because they feel they'll look ridiculous or be judged in front of their family or friends. But there is still power to vision boards. I'm definitely not denying it. It has worked in my life personally many times. I've used many boards over the years. But there is, I feel, more power to the pen, if you know what I mean, and the power of your mind and what's on your heart. So we're going to get to that. So I just want to start off by saying thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed the first portion of this advice on how to manifest faster. Let's begin. So for the first portion of this manifestation technique, I'm showing you the writing portion of it. So basically you whip out your pen, and I say pen instead of pencil because that makes it more permanent, okay? You can even use marker pen. That's good as well. So you want to start off with having a few goals. Don't just write 1 or 2 goals down. Somewhere around perhaps 6 to 10 might be best. So I'm going to write that down. 6 to 10 goals is best. Okay. 6 to 10 goals. So I would start off with numbering your goals. So starting off the new year, this would be very good to do. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. All right, I'm just going to do 3 or 4 for this example, okay? But I would definitely do 6 to 10 at most. When you set too many goals, you get confused and you forget. The point is to memorize these goals by heart so that you don't have to keep looking back on your list of goals and writing them down. You'll actually remember it, okay? And this is key in the next step of the instructions I'm going to take you on, because you will want to remember your goals by heart, okay? Have them etched in your memory, otherwise this will not work, okay? So it might work still, but it might not work as quickly or efficiently. So let's say goal number 1, let's start off big, right? Let's say you're dreaming big. These are not my personal goals, but I'm just doing them as an example. Become a millionaire by the age of 25, let's say, for example, okay? It's just an example. Become a millionaire by the age of 25. That's a pretty darn good goal, but just be mindful that if you have $0.00 in your savings right now, that may not be realistic, okay? You also want to have a slight sense of realism when it comes to your goals. Now, in terms of goals, you want to write goals that are seeming impossible to you, but are still approachable or within range, okay? So that you can work step by step. Don't just jump from 0 to $1 million like that, okay? That rarely ever works, if ever. So if you're at 0, jump to 1,000, for example, right? And then 10,000, and then 100,000, okay? So build up, all right? But if you're at, let's say, 10 or 100,000, then I think becoming a millionaire would be the reasonable next goal, okay? All right, so just as an example, to show you step by step how that works, it doesn't have to just be money. It can be literally anything. Goal number 2 would be find a partner. I'm writing partner instead of boyfriend, girlfriend, because obviously I don't know who's watching. Find a partner by December 31st, 2024. So this is powerful. And I say powerful because when you set a goal date, an end date to your goal, I would definitely recommend that December 31st, end of the year type of thing for all your goals, not just this one, okay? But write that down at the top, right? My goals, and then write by December 31st, 2024, or you could write June 30th, 2024, right? You could do halfway through the year, or you could write March 31st, 2024, right? You could do quarterly goals, okay? Just do what feels right. Personally, I like the end goal, the end of the year goal, because that takes the pressure off of getting it there in 3 months. And a lot of times you're not going to reach your goals in even 6 or 9 months, okay? Sometimes it will take the full year, or even 2-3 years. I found for some goals it actually takes 3+ years. Some even take 7 years, to have come true. So just be realistic and just understand that when you set goals that seem impossible at first, that pushes you to believe in yourself more. But more than anything, if it's too impossible for you, then that sets you back and you lose some confidence there, and it discourages you from continuing to write your goals. So I always recommend the happy medium spot, that you find the sweet spot works best for you, that is like the magic formula to you, per se, okay? So you just keep doing this. Now notice that I am kind of specific, but not really specific in my goals, right? Find a partner. What does that mean? It could be anything, blonde hair, blue eyes, that kind of thing. You want to be specific, or maybe you like black hair and brown eyes, okay? How tall are they? 5'9" or 6'4"? There's a difference. What gender, obviously, okay? So that's where you label boyfriend, girlfriend, or, some people don't care. They prefer both. Whatever is custom to you. Okay, so for number 3, I'm going to write a horrible goal. I'm going to write lose more weight. Okay, I'm not saying that's a horrible goal in itself. I'm saying it's horrible because it's not specific. So what does that look like to you? 15 pounds or 50? Again, there's a difference. So how would you like to appear? More muscular muscles or more lean? What does that look like to you? Okay, so write it in one coherent sentence that'll make sense, but make it short enough to where it's memorizable so that you can keep writing your goals over and over again. Now that I've got that out the way, we're going to go ahead and repeat these goals. So again, we're going to repeat, become a millionaire by the age of 25. You want to write this down. They say anywhere between 5 and 7 times. So I chose the middle number, 6 times, okay? Because I notice even when writing 5, it's too short. 6 is just the perfect. 7 is enough to make your wrist hurt, especially if you have a lot of goals, right? I personally have like 9 goals right now. So, yeah, I'm not trying to hurt my wrists because then I need these wrists to get to my goals, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 6 times. You don't need to number it or bullet point it, just keep writing. So, become a millionaire. This feels weird because, again, this is not a personal goal and I'm already past the age of 25, just saying. But become a millionaire by the age of 25. And then again, become a millionaire by the age of 25. And again, you do that 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you say it out loud. I'm going to become, and don't just write become a millionaire by the age of 25. I am a millionaire by the age of 25. I am a millionaire by the age of 25. You exclaim it to yourself. So maybe I didn't write it properly, but now you understand, okay? You repeat it out loud those 5 to 7 times. And then you move on to the next goal. Find a partner by. So you write find a partner. Again, more specific, but I will find a partner by December 31st, 2024. And then you write it again and again and again 6 times. Repeat it again 6 times, okay? So I always recommend the first thing you start off, you read back all your goals first. I'm going to become a millionaire by the age of 25. I will find a partner with blonde hair and blue eyes by the December 31st, 2024. I will lose 50 pounds and look more muscular. You know, read all your goals one by one first, and then you do the writing and repeating them out loud. But again, do what works best. Maybe you want to do the writing part, get it out the way first, and then you read back all of them after that. Whatever, okay? But after a while, you should memorize it to the point where you write these over and over again and you memorize them by heart, whereas you don't have to look at your goals and then write them. Look at them, write them, look at them, write them. You'll have them right here in your heart. Another thing I did want to point out, it just slipped in my mind, but you will want to, well, I forgot, but you will want to memorize these because we will do in the next portion of this video, this visualization exercise / meditation that can help you allow yourself to remember these dreams more that you have in your heart, okay? Because these goals are not just goals, they're dreams, all right? There's stuff that you have to see within you first. And you may not even know what your goals are. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that next step now. So I hope I covered all grounds here for the writing portion of this visualization. Also, another key point I do want to address. You can actually see the numbers here because these are all actually my goals under this paper, but I'm not trying to show them today. You will want to start writing a journal in the same journal as your goals. Date them, okay? So you have reference back and say, oh, I started writing this down, you know, at so-and-so time in my life. So today's January 2nd. And, you know, you can write, dear self, I like to write, dear Lord, dear God, you know, just like I feel like I'm talking to a higher power here, which makes it more powerful. So I'm just going to write, dear God, you know, but you do what you like to do best, honey. Dear universe, right? Dear higher self, you know, you can do whatever cute things you want to do to make this unique to you and your beliefs. And I just fill out that whole page, okay? At least half a page, all right? I like to write so much gratitude, even if I'm having the worst, most horrific day ever, which I'm not, because it's actually the first thing in the morning. And that's something I want to point out. Do this first thing in the morning if you can. Preferably when you have more energy. when you are feeling like it is best. But I like to do it in the morning because I'm those kind of people that I follow what I feel like doing, really. And so if it were later in the day, I would not have the motivation to do it. First thing in the morning gets me motivated. I have to do it. I have no choice. I'm not starting my day until I do this first, okay? And it's a beautiful way to start your day. And when you start your day with gratitude, you find more reasons to be grateful. And I'm starting it off by journaling so that I have nothing to complain about in my journal, right? I don't have a focus on yesterday. I'm starting off a clean slate, fresh today, and writing my gratitude for today. So that's why I say preferably when you wake up, you wash your face, brush your teeth, eat something, have your coffee, and then you sit down. That's the best time. That's when I like to do it. So it shouldn't take too long, 15 to 30 minutes to get all this done. It might take half an hour if you have like 9 goals like myself. But just write. Dear God, you don't have to limit yourself to 1 page, but I definitely would half a page to a page. This is a pretty big page, so half a page should be more than enough. Because, you have things to do during the day. You don't want this to take too much time. And, maybe you have other things you like to do in the morning. Work out, or maybe read a book. I tend to read the book, then do the goal writing, then do the journaling, and then prayer time. And then at night, before bed, I do meditation. That's what works for me. But, we'll see how that goes. This is a different routine. I'm always changing my routines up, to see what works best. So this seems to work better for now. So we'll see where it goes. And so you have to change it up based on your lifestyle and your choices, okay? And your motivation. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to change. So dear God, we can write, for example, I am so grateful. Just really spread your emotion, your heart, your love, your joy. Grateful, and really mean it. Even if you don't mean it, it's okay to lie and pretend. Lie to yourself and say, I'm feeling great even though I'm not, because the more you write it and you read it back to yourself, the more you believe it, the more it will occur. Okay? I'm so grateful for everything you have done. Again, I come from more from a faith-filled background, so you can write, I'm so grateful for everything I have in my life. But for me, I like to say I'm so grateful for everything you, God, have done for me. That just, again, it's that higher power aspect that I feel is way more powerful than we could ever imagine, fathom, or possibly do on our own, right? I've tried living on my own. It only worked for so long. Let me tell you that, okay? This really propelled me forward. This stuff is what shifted me. And so I'll leave it there. I'm grateful for everything you have done for me. I feel the love today. You could just write whatever is on your heart, okay? I rejoice that all my friendships, and I'm writing really sloppy, but relationships have been restored. You're going to find with time, you improve your handwriting. You even improve your posture. The journaling makes you aware of your posture. And you will be more mindful. And you will find more reasons to be grateful the more you do this. In the beginning, I've done this for a couple of years. You will write about how bad your day was and how much your life is horrible right now. But once you get over that phase, you will start to write more about what you're grateful for. And that's where the power lies, because what you write, you manifest. So I would be wary about writing how bad your day was when you were 10 years old. You did that probably, right? Yeah, let me just put it this way. There's a reason kids write in diaries and journals. They know the power deep down that it holds. We just forgot. So there's nothing wrong with journaling as an adult. Just make sure you have a lock-in key or something. Somewhere secret to put these. This is very special and stuff. So personally, you can also do another ritual. You can even burn the pages when you're done with them. You could do that. You can do that more for works that, maybe you have a separate journal where you let out your negative emotions and you burn it away. And, you can do that. But keep these. Keep the ones where you're grateful, okay? Don't just let them go or throw them in the trash, because I feel like that will help you really draw in more in your life. So yeah, that was just an example. So I hope this has helped you. I'm really trying hard to remember if I missed anything here, but I believe not. We went over the goals, repeating them, saying them out loud, and then journaling them. And yeah, you can look back on these moments in your life, and sometimes you just need a reminder what to be grateful for. You flip open to a page, and there you go. Also the lying part. So let's say you're a millionaire. What does that look like? Write down as if you're already living that life. My personal chauffeur drove me to Louis Vuitton today, right? You can be all cute about it. Or my private chef cooked me a wonderful meal today. He is also very attractive and smells delightful, right? You can be like flirty with it, right? Like literally, even if you're making stuff up out of your butt, like literally pulling stuff out of your butt, it's okay. Like the more detail, the more you envelop and immerse yourself in that new experience, that reality which is already there, you know, pretend as it's there and it's going to show up in your life before you know it. So I will get to the next portion of this now, and let's begin. I did now remember what I have forgotten to mention in the writing portion, and that is, you ever remember getting in trouble in school? Well, I did many times because I was a social butterfly, and I would have to write 100 times the same sentence on paper. And little did I know that it held power, because it made me, well, maybe after the second and third time of getting in trouble, made me stop doing what I was doing, because I did not want to sit there writing that same sentence 100 times and hurting my wrists. No wonder my wrists hurt growing up. That makes a lot of sense. Don't get in trouble, your wrists will hurt. But jokes aside, in a sense, you're telling your mind this discipline, the same discipline, although you're not writing it 100 times. If you have 10 goals and you write them 6 times each, that's close enough. That's 60 times you have to write every day. So in a sense, you're motivating yourself to get the goal faster so that you don't have to sit there writing them all the time. Although you better get used to it, because if you're a goal setter, you're going to set goals the rest of your life. It's never going to stop. But it disciplines your mind, just like you would be disciplined as a student by the teacher telling you, I will not spit on the chalkboard ever again. I will not spit on the chalkboard. You're telling your mind, I will, like I said earlier, be that millionaire by the age of 25, okay? Whatever goal you decide to set, okay? Personally to you. Don't be like anyone else. Set goals personal to you and be specific, all right? There was another thing, but now that second thing actually just slipped my mind. So if I remember it, we're going to move on. But I think it had something along the lines of when you write in your journal, so when you're done writing the goals and then you write the journal portion of your exercise, and you are playing pretend and saying that this chauffeur is driving you to the Louis Vuitton store, whatever else you're imagining in your mind, that is the equivalent of also telling your brain that this is actually real. And after a while, I've started noticing kind of like this fading dissociation as I'm writing my goals in my journal, that, whoa, actually this is real. Whoa, actually this is truth. And the more you write it, the more you believe it. So now I remember the second thing that's important to remember while writing your goals is that when you write it, it's as if you're writing a letter to a friend, a pen pal per se, right? And you are telling that friend in writing what you have in your life. So that makes your mind believe it even more. So some people actually like to write a letter, an actual letter to God, and say, hey, this is what you have given to me. This is what you have blessed me with. You know, I think that's the only appropriate time in your life where it's okay to lie, is writing what you already have, okay? And reading it back out. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Read out loud what you have written in your journal and your goals every time, okay? Because you need to hear yourself say it. And there's power to that as well. Okay, there's a psychology to our human brain where our subconscious registers things when we hear them. Not only see them, hear them and feel them. So the next part is, I like to pray. Okay, I just like to send my gratitude, pray, repeat what I already wrote down, and yeah, whatever intention I have for the day, intention is key. You will get to your future by living every day the way you choose to live. So it is already here and now, okay? Your future will look like you continuing to do what you're doing right now, because it is just a composition of your everyday practice. So don't just say, oh, I'm going to do that 5 years from now once I become that person or get there or do that thing. Yeah, good luck, because that's not going to happen. You have to make it happen now. So this is where prayer and intention is very powerful. If you do not believe in prayer, you don't have to do this portion of it, but I feel like that just gives that extra boost of support from above to say, I'm really serious about this, really serious about setting goals. And if you're not willing to do this every day, once a day, you're not really wanting those goals. Actually, you're just lying to yourself. You're just saying you have goals when you don't really want to go after them. So if you're not even willing to give 15 minutes at least, it's hard. So this is where I say reading is important. Read books on where you want to go in life. Read material that is even just articles or research papers or something. Read something, okay, that will help you attain where you want to be at. You have to already vibrate at the frequency, the energy level of where you would like to be. If you want that bad enough, you'll be willing to do what it takes to do that, okay? So this is just so easy. After a while, you will just contribute it into your life as if you're brushing your teeth or washing your face in the morning or cooking yourself breakfast. It's just going to be one extra thing you do in the morning that gets you going, okay? But this is the magic formula. Otherwise, without this, you just feel lost in life. If you don't have any goals, you don't have a direction, you don't have a reason to get up, you don't have a reason to work or do anything. So the third thing is, the third and final thing, so we got the goal writing, the journaling out the way, and then the third thing is the visualization. So I like to do this at night, okay? I don't have time to just sit there for 2 hours every morning doing all these things. So the third part takes the longest personally, and that is the part of visualization. So you will want to sit or lie down comfortably anywhere you'd like. Try not to fall asleep, okay? And close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in. We can practice this now if you'd like. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I like to do it 5 times. And really relax. Just, it allows me to relax, wind my mind down, calm my body, and feel into the energy of my core, the core of my being. And a lot of times I work with crystals. Today I happen to be working with this corundum. I'm working with these new stones I was gifted recently, and I like to put it over my heart, okay? And I set the intention that I'm going to heal what I need to heal or overcome or get through in this meditation, and I just let my mind wander and see what I see. And once I'm done with that and I clear out what I need to clear out emotionally from my being, then I can have room to invite the visualization exercise to come in. So this is where I basically begin seeing what my future life looks like, but I see it as if it's already here. And I know in my heart it's already here. I don't just say, oh, that's something I'm seeing like a movie on a screen that could happen maybe 5-10 years from now if I'm lucky. No, I see it now, here in the now. I feel it to my core again, just the center of my body, the heart. And I just, when I put a crystal over my heart, it allows me to just feel that crystal on me, and it reminds me that that it's there, and it's there to allow me to remember to focus on what's in my heart, okay? So you can even just simply put a paperweight over your chest. Sometimes it helps not even to have any clothes on, just to actually feel the cold hard stone on your chest, because over clothes you can't really feel it after a while. So it helps to do that. So that's what I personally like to do as I'm lying down. And I just am reminded to focus on what's in my heart. And what's in my heart? My goals and dreams. And then I begin to focus on my goals and dreams in my heart, and I see them playing out in my life. I tend to see myself third person, as if I'm viewing myself, sometimes bird's eye view, sometimes as if I'm through the eyes of another person watching me. So it's hard for me to really visualize POV as if I'm looking through my own eyes in that reality. Sometimes I do, I try to, but I try not to force it. And I feel like it's more powerful to look third person anyway, because it's like that actually is there. You see the whole of you. You don't just see what your eyes see, like maybe some of your legs and hands. You see the whole of you. You see the bigger picture. And it will take some practice to rehearse this, to actually visualize. So I would definitely give it a few weeks to really let this sink in and practice and get better. And the more better you get at visualizing, the faster it can come in your life. And things will begin to change in your life like never before. Friendships, relationships, like things will just shift in your life. You will notice, you will see signs, synchronicities confirming, you might start seeing the 111, 11, 11, 222, 444, 333 on the clock. You might just see confirmation that you're on the right path. You'll just know, you will just know within you. So I say that to say, really take your time on this visualization practice. Don't rush it. Don't try to get it done in 5 minutes. The first time you'll want to rush it because you want to feel everything and see everything. But just really enjoy it. If you rush it again, do you really want it? See yourself there because you want it. You want this life. You want it bad enough that it almost takes you out of this current reality you put yourself in and propels you to that new one. So enjoy it. It's supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to be something you look forward to doing. But I would recommend before bed, if you're not the type of person to fall asleep while you're lying down, okay? That's the best time where you have time, okay? You're just laying there doing nothing anyway, trying to fall asleep. You might as well do this practice. And it'll actually help you sleep better at night, I find, because you just calmed your whole body down, calmed your energy. You're feeling good, okay? So, I believe I've covered all aspects today. There will be times in your meditation, let's say you're that person that wants to be a millionaire by 25. Okay, example. What does that look like? Use your imagination, let it drift, let it wander. Don't force it, just see it. See what that life looks like, as if you're in a past life regression, except it's a future life regression, right? Put yourself there. What is it that you are seeing? Okay, just like you're able to do a past life regression, you can do a future life regression. It's very true. You can actually see yourself in the future, and that will make you believe even further. But this is a form of that, okay? But you have control of it. You can actually see what that reality looks like. Be specific. See the details. What is in that corner of that room? What does your new office space look like? What does that desk look like? What does that chair feel like? What does that feel emotionally? Maybe you want 5 children. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Can you hold them? How heavy do they feel? See yourself immersed in that experience. Feel the tears on your face. This will be a very beautiful, uplifting, revitalizing experience. But don't just make it about material things and possessions. Make it a unique visualization where you actually are living that life and you are happy to be there. The first time it'll be emotional, but after a while you're going to get used to that life and it's not going to be as emotional. And that's when you know it's getting closer, is because you are already there. You see yourself there. You have to see it and believe it, and it will come true. And that's the third key, the visualization exercise. So I hope this has helped you. Don't forget, write those goals, repeat them, say them out loud, write that journal, say it out loud, visualize, okay? And enjoy the experience that you immerse yourself in. And when you visualize, you're going to have to visualize all the goals you've written down. So this is why it's so important to memorize those goals. So if you have 9 goals, you start with goal 1, visualize it. What does that look like? Start goal 2, visualize what, and how does goal 2 link with goal 1? How did the 2 link in your life and synchronize together in your day-to-day schedule, right? Really see what that looks like. Use your imagination. Goal 3, see what that looks like, and keep going through all the goals. And then you could link it back. Use your imagination. How does goal 9 link with goal 1? 8 with 2, right? You can just do whatever. You don't have to do anything specific. Just see that life fully and completely. And every day you're going to get more and more and more and more. You're going to see that will give you the bigger picture of where you're going right now, currently in your life, and where you're headed. And you will know exactly what to do. When you visualize, you write your goals and you write your journal. I'm telling you right now, every day you're going to start making decisions based on that future you. And you may be, imagine a train going from South Dakota to New York. You may still be in the Dakotas right now. But let me tell you, when you start getting closer to Kansas and whatever else, Minnesota, wherever else, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, you are going to know that you are getting there, okay? Every day, again, will lead you step by step by step to that goal, okay? And if you see that end date, December 31st, maybe you even practice that end date in your visualization, seeing yourself having all that you've wanted and wished for on New Year's Eve, and telling yourself that that was literally the most amazing year you've ever had, and that you look forward to more goals in the next year to come, and you see yourself having reached all those goals by the end of the year. That is powerful, my friends, and this is what will make it work and propel you forward. So don't get discouraged. Again, from experience, I still have some goals that I haven't yet to reach, and it's been 3 years. I'm not giving up, right? I don't just use that as like, to feel sorry for myself. Hell no. In fact, that made me write more goals. That made me, because I only had 4 goals at the time, I ended up writing 9, okay? So, thank you very much for listening. I hope this has motivated you to have the best year ever and to follow your dreams, because I feel like that's important. That is what has changed a lot in my life, and that's the only thing I know. And it's worked for me, it's worked for many others. It can work for you as well. So thank you so much, and follow your heart and do what works best at the end of the day, okay? If you want to start small and just do goal writing and that's it, that's all you have time for, just do that. If you just want to do the journal part or just the visualization part, do that. But when you see how the 3 link together and how powerful this is as a team, I don't think you'll want to go back. So there's my advice to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, tap the bell, hit all notifications, and check my website, tonybomboni.com. There's one more thing I want to point out. I don't think that's enough. Sometimes you will want affirmations, okay? So you'll want a list of affirmations you can print out from Google or wherever you research. Maybe you get it from a book, or maybe you listen to an ASMR affirmation video. That's fine, okay? Say it out loud. Read it back to yourself. Say it out loud. Another thing you can do is EFT tapping. My favorite one, I'm wealthy, healthy, happy, and at peace. So you start tapping. I've done videos on EFT. You can look up on YouTube, search Tony Bomboni EFT tapping. You'll find, I'm sure, quite a few. All right. And you keep saying it out loud to yourself. Another one, you do that one side. Again, you remember you do that the other side then. So another one is... well, that's pretty much it. But another one I will share with you is I like to work with nature, like I said, with crystals. So, sometimes I'll lay my hand over a big crystal and just set the intention during the day, during that period of time. Sometimes I lay my hands over the grass, the earth outside, put my bare feet and hands on the earth outside, and just set an intention for the day. Just whatever I feel like, I soak up the sun. I feel that good energy. I eat good food, okay? There's so much more than just what I'm talking about. You want cleanliness in your home. You need to clean out your space. You need a clean, healthy environment. You need, solace, solitude, alone time is very important. So much. Like I said, my online course talks about, I think, a lot of that, and especially in terms of like starting your business, promoting yourself, and getting out your name out there and stuff like that. So you can go ahead and check that out for more information. But I've been talking about this stuff all my life, okay, on these videos. And I've been doing these videos for such a long time. It's almost like half my life. Actually, I've been on YouTube for more than half my life now. But, I wish I would have started this work sooner. But, yeah, there's that. So never too late, I guess. All right, I will see you guys soon. I hope this has helped you. And again, just do what works best for you. You can talk to yourself in front of the mirror and give yourself a confidence boost. I am happy. I'm anxiety free, worry free, stress free. And you just get motivated. I like to exercise as well. I feel that's very important. And I listen to motivating messages while I exercise. That's another step. So I don't just do these 3 things, sometimes you have to do 6, 7, 10 things in your day-to-day practice so that you can actually chisel away faster at where you're trying to head for. All right, but deep down when God's timing is, because at the end of the day I do believe it's God's timing, but you'll know when to do things faster. Okay, and when you need to do certain things at a certain time to get there in the overall bigger picture. As long as you see the end goal, you'll know what to do. You can trust in the process no matter how your life looks, no matter how many setbacks you have. You see that end goal. That's all you need. You will get there. You going from South Dakota to New York, you don't know what the trip and the journey will look like, but you know the destination is New York. Makes sense? Okay, I hope so.